Hey guys, Juju22 here, and this is take 2 of this second to last match overall, as well as the last match before the main event of day 6. And like I said, this is take 2. Between this and take 1, the battery ran out on my camera, and in the time it took to recharge the battery, everybody got to watch Wreck-It Ralph. The theaters, like the people, the 1% that actually own the movie, were in attendance, and they were more than happy to oblige with us to allow the audience to show the movie while we were recharging the camera, as well as the fact to help the Corre and their opponents recharge. So however, for take 2, unlike take 1, which was a traditional tag team match, this one's going to be a tornado match, elimination style, so that the match will come down so that the match will end quickly, so that we can get ready for the main event. But that's, yeah, just a big egg in our face that it ended sooner than it should have. I don't know what to tell you, but things like that happen, and their opponents are the tag team champions of the Blue Conference, Bob Barker and Mr. Rogers, the Zuit. Yes, they are the Blue Conference tag team champions, coming out to the beat of their own drum. I mean, of course, I would have to think that both teams would have to be sore at this point, because, you know, even though they rested, I'm pretty sure the soreness has not gone away. But both teams are suffering, so you would have to think that physically they're on par, but being that age would be a factor, especially with this being take 2, I would have to think that the challengers would be the prohibitive favorite, being that they're younger and they're able to recover more quickly than old people. No offense to old people, but you know, they just, you know, that's the bad thing about Father Time. It just, no matter what you do, Father Time seems to kick your ass more often than not, and I'm no exception too. So, but anyways, we're about to begin this matchup, and I've had so much fun over these last 6 days, and I can't tell you how happy I was throughout the festivities and everything like that here in Madison Square Garden, and you know, just going out in the town, out in the city, man, it's pretty awesome. But enough about that. Let's just get down to the match. Now that the rules have changed, I would have to think that it would favor the Corre, but don't put anything past Bob Barker and Mr. Rogers, because they can still fight even at their age. Excuse me. A drop kick, and then a whip into the corner goes Mr. Rogers. Back suplex on Justin Gabriel. An atomic drop on Mr. Rogers. Let me just get a little closer here. A scoop and a slam right to Mr. Bob Barker. I should just do it. Okay guys, I'm sorry, I had a little bit of desync, but I wanted to prevent any further desync, so let's just get back to the match. Then a kick to the leg of Wade Barrett. A DDT to Wade Barrett. And a European uppercut to Bob Barker. An abdominal stretch right to Mr. Rogers. But Mr. Rogers counters with a hip toss on Justin Gabriel. I mean, this whole thing is a brouhaha. Oh, and a punch right to the head of Justin Gabriel. Ooh, and a rake in the eyes right to Bob Barker, but if anything, that might have pissed him off. And a full Nelson on Wade Barrett, but Barrett escapes. And a hangman's neck breaker on Mr. Rogers. And wait, one! No, kick out by Mr. Rogers. Meanwhile, Wade Barrett got knocked outside the ring. Well, it looks like Mr. Rogers is handling Justin Gabriel, quite well, but Wade Barrett is proving to be a tough challenge for Bob Barker, although right now Barker has control of this one. Meanwhile, Justin Gabriel in a tie-up with Mr. Rogers. A back suplex on Wade Barrett. And an arm wrench onto Justin Gabriel. And now they've switched off. Whip into the corner goes Wade Barrett. Oh, but Wade Barrett counters with a back elbow. Side headlock takedown onto Justin Gabriel. Ooh, and a kick right to the gut of Mr. Rogers. A chop block onto Wade Barrett. And another one. A Hurricane Rana onto Bob Barker. And another one. Oh, and an inverted atomic drop onto Mr. Rogers by Wade Barrett. And a rake in the eyes to Mr. Rogers. Then a bulldog. Winds of change onto Mr. Rogers, and an ankle lock onto Justin Gabriel, but Gabriel escaped. And Wasteland onto Mr. Rogers. And you know what? Wade Barrett made a big mistake. He should have went for the cover when he had the chance on Mr. Rogers, but he didn't do it. And for that, he's going to pay. I know that. Mr. Rogers whips him into the corner. Ooh, and a drop kick onto Bob Barker. That'll wake him up. I'm not sure what Mr. Rogers was doing, but he allowed Wade Barrett to come back. A full Nelson onto Justin Gabriel. And Mr. Rogers, what happened there? Inverted atomic drop onto Justin Gabriel. Excuse me. And Justin Gabriel, a modified knee breaker onto Bob Barker. He can't take that kind of punishment and expect to win Will Barker, because Barker, I mean, his knees are not exactly what they used to be, man. But a suplex back into the ring goes Justin Gabriel. And, well, a cross-arm neck breaker, that's what it's called. Inverted atomic drop on Wade Barrett. $1 Million Dream onto Justin Gabriel. Another inverted atomic drop on Wade Barrett. T-bone suplex on Mr. Rogers. And out goes Justin Gabriel. He's gone. Well, actually, he's not. It's just that he's out of the ring. A kick to the leg of Mr. Rogers. A Hurricane Rana onto Bob Barker. A couple of elbows right to the shoulders of Barker. Oh, and a rake in the eyes of Mr. Rogers. Arm drag on Justin Gabriel. And neighborhood slam on a Justin Gabriel. Broken up immediately by Wade Barrett, knowing full well that if he did not break that up, he would have been in a 2-on-1 he would have been in a 2-on-1 disadvantage. I apologize if I can't even speak, guys. I don't know why. Sometimes I have days where I can't even say anything anymore. And the fans are going nuts for Gabriel. I'm not sure why, but they are. A headbutt to Bob Barker. Wait, pinfall cover. 1, 2, 3, and Wade Barrett was not paying attention, and that's going to cost him because now he's in a 2-on-1 situation. A modified knee breaker onto Wade Barrett. So now the Zoot Suits can pretty much do whatever they want to Wade Barrett. I mean, Wade Barrett's young and strong, but even he's no match for two experienced veterans like Bob Barker and Mr. Rogers. I mean, come on. The two guys have been in this company for over 40 years. Coming down to 60, actually. No, 40 years, I'm sorry. And, wait a minute. Pile driver onto Wade Barrett, and he usually follows it up with, well, actually, Bob Barker actually interrupted that, actually, which was his fault, actually, but but a kick to the leg. And wait a minute. Neighborhood slam. And what the hell is Bob Barker doing? He's running around like a fool, man. Look at this. A suplex on Wade Barrett, but I'm not sure I wasn't sure what the hell Bob Barker was doing. Oh, but now Bob Barker is going to do it. He's going to do his move. The Moneymaker. The Moneymaker. 1, 2, 3. And the Zoot Suits have won the match. And are still the Blue Conference champions. Well, folks, for me, that's going to do it. For me personally, but we still have one more match, but it's going to be called by Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole. Stay tuned for that match, but for me personally, that's going to do it for me. This is Juit22 signing off, saying goodbye, and I'll see you on the next show. But, like I said, there's only one match left to go, so stay tuned for that. This is Juit22 signing off. Have a great day, everybody.